What up, y'all? It's Casper. Today's video, I'm gonna be talking about the movie Get Out. Get Out is a 2017 film. It's rated R. It's 1 hour and 44 minutes. Directed by Jordan Peele. I remember this movie being super hyped up, and I think the hype in general was one of those things that just didn't make me want to go watch it. Heavy promoted movie during the time when this movie came out. Jordan Peele was getting a lot of praise basically for this movie. Now that I got into it, I'm just like very amazed how this dude doesn't really have a lot of movies out. I really appreciated that Jordan Peele actually had some really cool actors. Everything has its timing, and I'm glad that I'm able to finally get to this movie. The only movie that I've seen from Jordan Peele is the movie Nope. He has an actor in there, Daniel Kaluuya, who worked on that movie, and he brought him back for this movie, or he's also in this movie. So appreciative thing of bringing cool actors. Another actor in this movie that I'm a huge fan of as well. His name is LaKeith Stanfield. He plays Andre in this movie Get Out. I loved his role in Judas and the Messiah, and that's another thing I need to mention too, that LaKeith and Daniel have both worked together on the movie Judas and the Messiah, and that's a phenomenal movie. One of those sleeper facts that I'm like, bruh, I should have watched this movie when it came out. So I'm really glad that, I'm seeing a performance from them. Jordan Peele, I would say after watching this movie, he definitely has a standout personality. You can see it in the writing. When this movie first started, I did like the choices of how the environment was one of those things, and for me, that I just right away was like, whoa, caught my attention. The neighborhood, when I saw it, I'm like, yo, that's kind of creepy in a sense. I knew this was a horror movie, but I like the fact that in this movie as well, you kind of, as a viewer, are picking up things that are kind of off, and you would kind of want the character to see that, but then the main characters ends up picking it up as well. A lot of stuff like that in the movie are standing out. Really cool to see that we're not, as a viewer, kind of yelling at the screen and being like, bruh, don't do that, or yelling random stuff at the screen like, how dumb can you be? Daniel Kaluuya, who plays Chris Washington, he was the perspective in the movie where he slowly but surely picked up these clues that was much needed so that he can actually come out alive. This movie puts you in a lot of scenarios where you kind of just don't want to be in. Rose and Chris really seemed like it was very believable, and one of those things that actually came out of nowhere. So Daniel Kaluuya, who plays Chris Washington, I love this performance. This performance shocked me, to be honest. I didn't know that this movie was about this right here, and I thought the way he was presenting this movie literally was awesome. Every scenario he put himself in really just kept your eyes open and glued to the screen. The creativity and the editing in this movie, phenomenal. You can see in this guy's acting that a lot of the emotion and the crazy moments that they put him in, I thought he put it out very realistic. Times in this movie, you kind of have to check yourself if you're breathing, because his acting really made this movie feel like a very bad dream. With the moments in this movie where you see the sunken place, that was a crazy creative scene. That was where you want your money to be put at, and I thought the money was definitely put in the right areas in this movie. Do like that he didn't have a dumb character role. Like I mentioned in the beginning, he is a character where he does pick up the clues. The title Get Out is really the emphasis of this movie. Interaction with a lot of the rich white folks really seemed to the point. Nothing awkward on interacting, making himself trying to be in the family. I thought perspective wise, while you see he's trying to fit in the family and then seeing the clues, I think perspective wise on all those angles, he really executed on that. I really like the script writing for his character. Man, this character really went through a lot of stuff. A lot of the actors that he has screen time with, I'll say really good acting with all of them. Like you can really tell that this dude is himself, and when the movie later progresses, he's trying to get out. The homie Rod in this movie, I thought that was a funny character, good addition. Blood and stuff that you see at the end of the movie, I think good time placement for that. The scenarios when they showed the flash and showed moments where they were trying to be themselves, I thought that was a creative perspective. I thought that was like, whoa, that's super creepy. The science behind what they were doing and all that under the table things that they were doing, as a little cult thing, that was super creepy. And I really believe that they have little groups like that somewhere doing their thing like this. But very insane storyline, to be honest. This movie had a lot of twists and turns. It wasn't like a straight line perspective of like, oh, he has to get out of the house. The more you figure out what this movie is about, you're like, like, whoa, that was super unexpected. A lot of cuss words in this movie. A lot of the actors in this movie surrounding the main actors all look creepy. Allison Williams playing Rose, really good that this movie didn't really burn any angles of kind of telling the story at the end. You really had to watch from beginning to end to know what's really going on. Rose's character was the definition of creepy, definition of Karen, and the definition of psycho white girl. That was very insane how you thought she could be a good girlfriend, and then when you later find out what she is, it's just like insane wild. So I thought that was a really good creative character that Jordan Peele put out there, and Allison Williams did a really good job putting that creepy role. The whole family is very creepy. The whole generation after generation, what they're saying in here is very creepy. Exactly what you kind of want to see from like a horror creepy family. Definitely good choices on the look, their personality in general. You know, they both mesh with each other. The dad was that smart money boss looking dude who try to act like he's normal but he's not. And then you have the wife who looks like she lights incense all day and reads diagram pyramids type of things. The brother out of nowhere, the brother just gave me like he eats the humans, like he eats the people who get trapped. It's good acting from the creepy family, the characters who already got abducted and their brain already transplanted to the other humans. That was very creepy as well. I was just like, bruh, very insane. LaKeith Stanfield, who plays Andre in this movie, I did like his performance, but straight up he did give me like Dave Chappelle vibes at times, changing his tone from being from like the city and being from like the hood to being like from the 40s or 30s. He did a great job doing it, but it kind of gave me a Dave Chappelle skit at times. But I think the overall acting by him, that's where you see a lot of like, whoa, this is getting very crazy. Phenomenal job by him. This movie is a whole ride. It was a surprising ride as well. This movie was actually like a roller coaster to the point where you didn't expect to have that crazy drop. It does get your heart racing. Watch this movie with a friend, watch it with a group of people where you all can clown on these white folks who from miles away you could see that I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't deal with that at all. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Really cool that I have two projects from Jordan Peele that I've seen. This one right here, I'll say is this better one. Nope wasn't really my favorite, but you can see that he actually has good choices and understands how to put out a movie. So after my watching the movie Get Out out of 10, I'm gonna have to give this movie a 8 out of 10. So that's my movie review for the movie Get Out. Shout out to you guys for tuning into the video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, y'all.